Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Highlander News.
Broadcasting live from the Highlands News Studio in Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
I'm Crane Carnahan.
And I'm Ben Rosensteel.
Here at Highlands, one of our favorite events of the school year is Prom Dad, an event that takes lots of dedication and time from the junior parents. We have more on this year's event.
Well, the rules for prom are very similar to just about every other dance that we have. It is an event where it is juniors and seniors are the primary ones invited. However, they can invite guests from other grade levels or other schools.
This year's theme is Dancing in the Moonlight.
It will be April 16th from 7 to midnight, and it will cost $55.
Juniors and seniors are invited, but if you're an underclassman and you get asked by an upperclassman, then you can come.
After prom, pre-sale tickets are $30. You can buy tickets at the door as well for $35. The theme of After Prom is Bluebird Land, Let It Ride. We will have all kinds of things for you guys to eat, pizza, popcorn. I think we have cotton candy too, all kind of carnival things. It's a carnival theme. Also, it will be from 12:30 to 4:30.
Other school rules apply, such as you got to make sure that you don't come under the influence of anything. The consequences are very severe for that. But beyond that, people come and they have a really nice time.
I would like to thank all the parents that put in work that made last year's Prom Dad such a success, and I look forward to what this year has to offer.
In Cincinnati, there are many local bands. One of these bands is Mad Anthony. Alex sat down with the band to see what makes them unique.
Cincinnati has been experiencing a major change in the recent years. From the revival of OTR to the growing music scene, many local bands have sprung up around the Cincinnati area. One of these bands that stood out is Mad Anthony, but what makes them so unique? I sat down with Mad Anthony before they headed out on their next tour to find out what helps them stand out in such a growing music scene.
I don't think we're necessarily any different than a lot of bands in Cincinnati, except that we work a lot harder. We play as much as we can, we tour as much as we can, we try and reach out and meet new people as much as we can, and I think we do a good job of networking with other bands and bringing them to town and networking with their fans and things like that.
I went away for a while, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Learn to fake a smile, turn it on.
Along with their unique sound, Mad Anthony has generated a large following around the area and even parts of Canada.
Yeah, we went up there, we were talking about earlier, we went up there for Canadian Music Week. It's just a festival. Ringo submitted our band and they accepted us. And we met this band called The Shanks. And that just opened the door to a lot of other bands and a lot of great opportunities.
We got to open for some cool bands here and there. We opened for Presidents of the United States of America at Bogart's. That was pretty fun. We opened for the Toadies once, but that was a terrible show.
Do you still believe me? Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. We never change, do we? Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on.
To be able to do all these things that we're doing, it's not like all this stuff that we're able to do now. We couldn't do that in the first couple of years. Like, you have to pay your dues and you have to network and you have to figure out what you need to work on as a band, and there's no way to do that besides just doing it.
Recently, they have gotten on the ticket for this year's upcoming Bunbury Music Festival right here in Cincinnati. We look forward to seeing them and other local bands expand their reach.
Thanks, Alex. I look forward to seeing Mad Anthony at Bunbury over the summer.
Congratulations to the engineering technology students at the regional competition at Morehead State University. The students earned 2 first-place finishes, 1 second-place finish, and 2 third-place finishes as well. Highlands participants included Colt Paris, Brandon Zachary, Josie Sieverdeen, and Jason Paul.
Now, Trey, the baseball team just got a new scoreboard, and there is a lot of anticipation on what they're going to accomplish. Can you tell us more?
Well, they're coming off a fantastic season, finishing state runner-up in the state tournament. They just beat Boone County 5-1, and they play PRP tonight. And as you know, I could go on and on about this team all night, but we have to get to other sports. The girls softball team is currently 1-4 with future Louisville Cardinal player Shelby Graybill. The girls team plays tomorrow against East Jessamine. Good luck, ladies, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season. The track team's outdoor season has just begun, and they've only had a couple of meets. However, in the indoor season, we want to congratulate Mikayla Reichert, who placed first in the Indoor State Track Championship in shot put, and Mary Claire Redden, who placed second. Congrats, ladies. The team is looking to get on a winning streak as they have a meet today at Boone County. Good luck, boys and girls. We look forward to hearing about a win. As the girls and boys tennis teams begin to pick up steam, we sat down with the senior members to see what they have in store.
We feel good! Oh, we feel so good! Oh, 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 oh! Go birds! Tweet, 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 tweet!
When you're playing tennis, there more or less is no coach most of the time. So you have to be able to be entirely self-sufficient and do your own thing.
You can be as good as you want physically, but if you're not mentally capable of beating somebody on the court, then you're never going to win.
You're out there by yourself, and basically if you beat yourself, then the other person has you beat. Tennis is 90% mental game and 10% skills.
It's hard enough to beat your opponent on the tennis court. You don't have to go and beat yourself.
By being on the tennis team, I've developed relationships that I would not have necessarily built.
I've definitely made a lot of friends.
They're a huge part of my life, and I trust them with so much. I think just connecting with other people who share a common interest is really cool.
Everybody's really close, whether you're on Highlands or Ryle or anybody, you all know each other.
I think that we have a really deep group of guys this year. Our varsity 7 is as strong as it's ever been.
We've been playing for 8 years, so the fact that we're leaving behind a team makes us sort of sad.
Building the younger team is really big this year because we have, at least on the girls' side, a bunch of seniors that will be graduating this year.
I think as seniors playing for 8 years, we want to get as far as we can in the state tournament just because it's our last year and our last shot.
Thanks, Trey. Looks like the spring sports are starting off well. Maybe there'll be some new state champions here soon. I know the tennis team has a match tonight, so make sure to come out and support the tennis team today in their match against Dixie.
Many local officials have mentioned the idea of adding a skate park to one of our very own Fort Thomas parks. However, the idea is still up in the air on whether or not to proceed. I guess we'll have to wait and see how things turn out.
Congratulations to Lauren Osegi, who verbally committed to Eastern Kentucky University to run track and cross country. We wish you the best of luck and know you will do great things there. That's all for this edition of the Highlander News. I'm Corinne Carnahan.
And I'm Ben Rosensteel. Have an excellent weekend, Highlands.